Hey everyone, hope all is well. Look on the screen, we have the father experiencing a nightmare because his daughter allegedly shot by an Uber driver. Looks like this may have happened in Atlanta. Let's go ahead and get to it. Didn't we just have, was it with the DoorDash driver a few months ago that delivered the food to the cop? Put his nasty little fingers in it with a little note at the bottom. When the cop ordered the food, put a little note in the food, and then we saw him coming out. We already had in Atlanta a man complaining about food, and the Uber driver, another black man working for the Klan, gets angry as the man is walking away, shoots and kills him, and then try to claim self-defense. And they show the angle that the man was standing there. You were not in danger. The man didn't have a gun, but what the black man did have, he lived in a high rent area in a very nice high rise. I'm sure the Uber Eats driver could not afford. I probably can't either, and I knew that's what fueled it. That self-hatred. It wasn't about the food being cold, getting lost. Just agree with the customer and keep on moving. But it escalated, and the Uber Eats driver shot and killed a black man. The Uber Eats driver was sitting in the car, so all you had to do was drive away. But no, he shot and killed him. The argument. Dusty a very angry, one letter away from danger, and he shot and killed him. And I believe he's still sitting in prison now. He was in there crying. You're crying for yourself. So once again, we have a pregnant woman shot once in the leg and twice in the stomach. Check it out. Fair use. Whew. Justice.
College Park, a pregnant mother shot 3 times, forced to deliver her baby early. And police say the man who did it was her Uber driver. Police say things went south when during the drop-off at the mother's apartment on Camp Creek Parkway, she was shot before she ever made it inside.
CBS 46's Sierra Cummings joins us live tonight in College Park after speaking with the victim's family. Sierra, they say it is a miracle that both mom and baby are alive tonight.
That is exactly their sentiment. Now, police may already have a lead on this suspect because of their information in the Uber app. Now, as for the father of the victim, he says there is no other explanation other than divine intervention after his daughter and mom-to-be was shot once in her leg and twice in her stomach.
To be honest, I'm still shook up.
Just after 10 p.m. Saturday night, Kenneth Anderson watched an Uber drop his daughter off home on Camp Creek Parkway. But the moment he turned away from the window,
that's when I heard gunshots.
When he came back to see what happened, it was his daughter on the ground bleeding, shot in the leg, twice in her pregnant belly. Anderson and his son came rushing out.
Whoever you is, wherever you at, turn yourself in. They are gonna get you.
There was a dispute. The 36-year-old mom-to-be used the rideshare app to get home. It told her the Uber driver would be in a black car. Instead, a white one showed up. Ultimately, she got in, and once they arrived to her destination, there was some sort of argument about it. The driver then fired his weapon. After a C-section and emergency surgery, mom and her baby, born 2 months premature, are recovering in intensive care.
Her and my grandbaby is a miracle. God was there with both of them.
Uber said the act of violence is nauseating, that they stand ready to help law enforcement. Anderson is ready to stand against crime.
Please put the guns down. 66, I've been in Atlanta all my life. I never in my life seen nothing like this.
And fortunately, the family tells us mom and baby got to meet each other today. Now, again, College Park PD seem to know who the suspect is. They have just not yet publicly identified that.
Yeah, we know Dusty Privilege. We don't want to call him out. You know what I'm saying? No, we can't do that. Dusty Privilege is in the house. So stop and think. I can't with these, somebody just in the comment section yesterday, one of the commenters said something when her car was down. She was using Uber or Lyft, and she said she was hoping and she was fearing that, oh no, it would be a black male driver. Now, we don't know who did this, okay? We don't have a picture. They know. So we don't, what I mean by that, we don't know the nationality. It's in Atlanta. I'm going to assume it's little TT, little CC, Cletus. And I could be wrong. But anyway, we know Dusty and their dangerous, deadly behavior comes in all races, all nationalities. But stop and think. He shot her in her leg and twice in the stomach trying to kill her baby. But y'all want to fight for the hashtag. They ain't had to do that to him. I'm trying to tell you, for these dust buckets, the support is draining. I think people are waking up. So when they come with these hard rules and do a stop and frisk, you're going to learn today. Just shot her, a pregnant woman shot her twice in the stomach. What does that tell you? I keep saying, the worst place for you to, but the worst place for black women and black children to be is where? The worst place for a black woman and black children to be is in the black community. And it's sad, but it's the painful reality. So we can go ahead and go, well, no, it is what it is. That's the worst place to be. Shot her in her stomach? You think the fool can tell she's with child by 6 or 7 months? The baby's 2 months early? Shot her in her stomach. And here's the sad thing is, you already know somebody knows who this driver is, be it his mammy, be it his mammy or his baby mammy. Somebody knows who he is. I'm sure he slept somewhere last night, had dinner. Someone knows who he is, and don't be surprised. Stopping up mammy biscuits, they will hide him out. They will, don't forget, the Dusties and the BC, they are the princes. They're protected. Somebody knows darn well where this animal is, knows who he is. And here's the other thing is, it's Uber, you fool. That's who you work for. The police know who you are. Don't be surprised somebody's hiding him out. Somebody in Blackistan, in Mammyland, will be hiding this trash out. Well, that's my thorn. And I've seen one commenter, and I guess he decided to delete it. Yeah, go troll elsewhere with your foolishness. A black woman was shot. And I'm like, this sounds like a dumb behind Dusty. He goes off, well, they always run in their mouth. Well, the Klan run their mouth in your monkey ass every day. Excuse expression. Maybe you wonder why, which we know there's racism, there's not always justice. Maybe you wonder why, like Potter got out, killing that boy, shooting him, got 2 years. Oh, that's wrong. Let's talk about the wrong that shoot him, not justifying it all. But they always try to minimize the lives of black women. I couldn't believe it. He found I said something back and he deleted it. Or maybe YouTube did. But yeah. Running her mouth and what in her mouth? So again, when the girl just made the comment yesterday saying when her car was down, she was concerned about it, her Uber or Lyft driver being a black male. And here's my point. We don't know if this is a black male. I'm just guessing more than likely it is little TT. But here's the point. Things like that, sure, people, we all have our little biases. But here's the point I keep trying to, the Dusties don't seem to understand. You are setting the stage. Actions speak louder than words. You are setting the stage. The programming is on and you're aiding it. Shot her once in her leg. I want them to release the photo. It could be Dusty Dan, anybody, Mr. Wong going wrong. It could be I want them to release the photo. Don't protect him. And twice in her stomach. I remember the article I did. What did it say? Nobody's what? They're not hiring black men. So for some of the ones when these dust buckets act up and you're like, well, this black woman, that ain't affecting me. You think you're seen individually. You are delusional. You wonder why. Now look at this on Uber Eats. So then don't be surprised if you're a black man that's driving Uber. Don't be surprised somebody wanted to decline the ride. Don't be surprised when they're like, oh, please don't send a black man. There was an older black woman had called years ago, had called a company out to install an appliance. And you know what the black grandmother said to him? Please don't send me a black man. Yeah. Please don't send me a black man. The same company, I can tell you, they had sent out some. They would see black people and pretend like they couldn't do the work and it's caused a problem. Then they have to send a white guy out and the work get done just like that. And it didn't make any sense to me. I said, oh, you don't want to work for your own? You're a little slave-minded. You wants to work for bacon hot water. That's what she said. Please don't send me a black man. Nobody got time for these darn games. And for the black man that's not like that, guess what? These fools are setting the narrative for you. So don't be surprised when Uber Eats, when they see one that's dipped in brown, they may have a whole nother kind of status going on. You see how they're bad for business? Do not be surprised at all. Don't be. Do not be surprised at all if that starts to happen. How many circumstances they give you a job and this is what you do? Not like you, and you're not the top preference anyway. As minorities, we're not the top preference. Maybe this is why nobody's investing in you, to give a company a bad name. So from the DoorDash driver putting the note in the food, oh Lord. The one shooting the other black man because he got lost, the food was cold, man walking away, and you decide to shoot and kill him? Really? You just saw an educated black man who had a lifestyle that you could not afford, and you were angry and that self-hatred, and it just got the better of you. So angry. And things shot at the woman's stomach. I've seen this before. Don't be surprised when some of these companies do, and I call this de-blacking. Oh, yeah. I told my husband, I said, they're finna get rid of de-blacking. It's too much drama going on. The self-hatred is strong. So here, thanks to this baby, I'm just glad the baby and the mom is alive. But that Uber driver, just another ignorant-ass black man, in my opinion, that works for the Klan. And I'm out.